Guys, Adam here. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be doing a review of the OnePlus 7 Pro about 6 months later. Now, I've used this device for 6 months, but that doesn't mean that it's actually been out for 6 months. It's been out for actually about a year now. And by the way, I am sorry for kind of the poor video quality. It is because I am using another device, which is the Moto E5 Play, that doesn't have the best video quality, I would say. And yeah, so sorry about that. But yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at the OnePlus 7 Pro and how it holds up now. So let's get started with the video. Alright, so the first thing that most people look in for buying a smartphone like, this, is the design. Now, the design of this phone, I just want to show you, is because I actually have a case on here, and so I should probably take that off. But if you guys want to check out this case, then this is actually the spec case, as you can see right here, and it's actually a really, really nice case. Now, it does it does have some wear and tear over time, and it's not the most sturdy thing, but it is pretty cheap, and it still secures your phone pretty well. So make sure to check that out. It's not a sponsor or anything, just a suggestion. But anyways, let's look at the design, and the design of this is actually really, really nice. We have aluminum all on the sides. On the back we have some glass, and on the front we also have glass. So it's an all premium design on most 2020 flagships except the iPhone, which they have actually stainless steel sides instead of aluminum, which in my opinion stainless steel is much better than aluminum. And so far, by the way, this aluminum has held up okay, I would say. There are some nicks here. I don't think you really can see it, but there are some nicks here or there, and also some scratches on the front of the screen. Even though it is glass, glass is, not the most durable thing. It's not as durable as something like sapphire, which scratches at a level 8. And no, I'm not doing a jerry-rig everything thing. Well, I mean, I am technically, but I'm not going to do a jerry-rig everything video. It was just one jerry-rig everything reference. But anyway, getting back onto the design, we also have actually a curved glass screen. So some people might be concerned with this because usually palm rejection isn't that good, as well as it's actually, when you drop it, then the curves kind of like hits it. It kind of like doesn't hit it really first. So it's like more glass is is not immune to the floor. If that makes sense. It's not as durable, I guess is another word. Sorry about that. But if you have a case like this, then it should be fine because it does protect most of the sides. Actually, any case will really do. Even the case that is bundled into, just the retail units are actually completely fine. And yeah, it's actually overall a pretty great design, and the palm rejection is pretty good. Now let's take a look at the thing that is probably one of the most important things, and that is the design, and I mean the display. So the display is very, very nice. So we've got a 1440p 6.67 inch AMOLED display, and it's fluid AMOLED because it's 90 Hertz. So this is a really, really nice panel. And so like I was saying, it is curved, but overall it just makes it look better. The display looks amazing, and you might be wondering, well, where's the camera? Well, actually the camera is right here. It's a pop-up camera, and this pop-up camera actually works really well. Works really well for Face ID, which I could show you right now. I mean, you can't really see it, but you can kind of tell how fast it is just unlocking. You could see it pops in and out, and then going on to the camera. Let's go ahead and close it here. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty fast and snappy. Some people have said it's not that snappy, but in my opinion, it's pretty great. And yeah. So this 1440p display is really, really amazing. we've got 513 pixels per inch, which is crazy high density. And the only density that you're going to get higher is in a phone is probably going to be the Xperia series by Sony. But besides that, this is probably one of the sharpest and cleanest displays ever, if that makes sense. It looks super nice in any kind of, light, basically. Like, it looks nice here, it looks nice outside, because it actually gets really bright. Here's how bright it gets. Yeah, it gets pretty bright. You can't really tell, but let's just say I don't focus on the phone, and I just focus on, background here. You could see that this is pretty bright here. So, yeah, here, I'm going to turn the brightness down here. So, yeah, as you can see, overall, this is a pretty nice display. And this 90 hertz is really fluid. You can't tell on here because this is a 30 FPS video. I know some of my videos are 60 FPS, but since I'm recording on a pretty low budget phone, it doesn't support 60 FPS. But yeah, anyway, this is really nice scrolling here, as you can see. And I can't really show you, but it is really nice. So yeah, it actually kind of reflects into performance too, because this 90 hertz actually makes the performance seem even smoother than it already is, because it's already super fast. It has the Snapdragon 855 with 6, 8, or 12 gigabytes of RAM. And with that means that it's last year's flagship processor, which is completely fine. Super smooth scrolling, as you can see, very smooth. And let's just load something like this. As you can see, loading web pages takes almost no time. Loading apps takes almost no time, as you can see here. I'm not going to do a full speed test, however, as you can see, it's a very fast phone. And opening, games or Instagram, as you can see, is very smooth. And then you also have Twitter, and as you can see, that's also very smooth. And yeah, most things open up very quickly. And one more thing, watching YouTube on here is so great. Not only because it's super smooth, but also because, once again, the display is really great. Sorry about this phone not autofocusing. So let's just play a unbox therapy video right here. As you can see, it looks very nice. Let's turn it up. You do we could do 1080p here, but you can actually do 1440p in a lot of videos. This one you couldn't do because he didn't do a 1440p video, but the ones that you could, do, then you could watch 1440p videos on here, which is really great. So overall performance is really amazing. Let's talk about gaming though. Alright, so let's load up a game here. Let's load up Call of Duty, see how long it takes, and compare it to your phone. Just load it at the same time as me, and hopefully there's no kind of update. Yes, there is. There's an update. Just one second. Actually, while I'm, waiting for this update, let's talk about some more things about the phone. So, there's some things that really enhance this experience for gaming. So first of all, you got dual stereo speakers. So, one right here, one right here. You got a full screen display. You got 1440p. You got 90 hertz. You got almost bezel-less display, curved edges. Now, curved edges not everyone likes, like I've said before. But, by the way, I'm going to show you how good this, how loud these speakers are. They're really loud. Let's cover one of this here. And as you can see, still plays out of this speaker. So, overall, it's really loud. And, yeah, it's just really great experience for gaming and things like that. But let's load up a game after this is done here. Alright, so as you can see, it does take a little while to load, but really, it's really great. Like here, I'm going to show you. Let's go on to audio and graphics, and let's turn down this a little bit because this is really loud. But as you can see, graphic quality, you can do very high graphics and max frame rate. And so let's just say you wanted to do, you know, high frame rate. You could do a lot of things here. Like you could do very high and max, you could do depth of field, you could do anti-aliasing so it makes it look better. We're just going to put on anti-aliasing, depth of field, not sure what that does, but I'm going to just turn that off for now. So let's go on to a game here. Let's see the loading times. So let's go here. And so you'll be able to see how the gaming experience is overall. And in my opinion, the gaming experience is top-notch. So loading into a game here. By the way, this is actually one of my favorite games, Call of Duty Mobile, for my phone. One of my favorite games on my phone, not in actual like Xbox games or anything like that. Okay, we're in Nuketown. Alright. By the way, I'm not the best Call of Duty Mobile player, but give it my best shot. But I do play this a lot. Well, not a lot, but I play this a decent amount. Alright, we got this one we got a decent amount of people actually. Let's see here. Yay. UAV. Yay. Alright. So as you can see, it's 60 FPS, very, very smooth. They're at least close to 60 FPS. I don't know if it's exactly 60 FPS. Let's go here, and there you go. As you can see, there are no stutters at all. Very, very high graphics. And yeah, overall the experience you're going to be getting is superb here. So yeah, overall, really great gaming experience. Lastly, let's talk about the battery. And so the battery it's okay. It's not great. It's been getting a lot worse, or not a lot worse, but it's been getting a little bit worse over the past, 6 months that I've been using it. And overall, I've been getting to about, I've been getting from a full charge to 0. I've been able to get from, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then it dies. So right now, for example, it's 3:53 and I have 16%. And so, yeah, that's what you would be expecting. And this is after, a decent amount of, some gaming, some light tasks, some Zoom and things like that. So, as you can see, it's not the best. And it's not going to give you all-day battery life, but it's going to do pretty well. And it almost makes up, what almost makes up for it is that it has 30-watt warp charging, which is really, really fast. Like, I'm really impressed of how fast it is. And you could charge your phone from about 0 to 100 in, I would say, about an hour and 10 minutes. It's really fast. It's not as fast as, it's not like the fastest that we have now, but it was the fastest in 2019. It's still pretty fast in 2020. I know we have like 120 watt, wired charging phones like the Mi 10 Ultra that could charge in like 20 minutes fully. But still, this is pretty impressive charging. So lastly, what we're going to talk about is pricing and if we should get it. Or if you should get it. And so, obviously, for me, some people might want to know how long would I be keeping this for. Well, I'll probably be keeping this for probably about, about a year, maybe 6 months to a year. More, just because it is starting to, the battery life is starting to get bad, and so I would totally keep this phone any other way. It's just that the reason why I don't, I can't have it over about 6 months then, is that the battery life is going to start to get really not good, and so it's really hard to find a battery replacement person for the OnePlus 7 Pro. And so I might upgrade to the OnePlus 7T Pro McLaren Edition. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the pricing. So the pricing of this, I would say, is around $300, and so you could probably get this for maybe $280, but in some cases there you get screen burn-in, so you guys have to watch out for that. I noticed that it's even cheaper if you're on T-Mobile, and if you're looking for a T-Mobile locked variant, then you could probably get it for like $260 or $270 with no burn-in or anything. But regularly, you could get it for $300 to $350, and so in my opinion, this is one of the best value devices in 2020. Even though it was released back in 2019, it is still a very, very, very good option. Now, some people might be like, wait a minute, you completely forgot the camera. Well, the reason why I forgot the camera, or I decided to leave out the camera for this one, is that because I actually did a full-on camera test. But a full-on camera test of this phone. So just go to my YouTube channel, scroll a little bit down, and you'll see this video of the camera test. But a short description of how good it is, it's pretty good. It's okay. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.